Good morning, everyone. I'm leaving the Thistle Hill shelter area. I'm walking the spur trail back to the AT. Today sucks. I'm done sleeping in the woods. Get to stay at a hostel tonight. I think it's the Hanover Adventure Tours Hostel, which is in Norwich, Vermont, but they're picking me up in Hanover. So I'm gonna call them when I get to Hanover, which I'll probably call them a little bit later than I get there, so I can get me a burger or pizza or something. Some beers to take back to the hostel. So yeah, 14 miles today into Hanover. Finish up this amazing state of Vermont. I liked Vermont. I won't say it was my favorite state. It is definitely challenging. It reminds me of like Northern Virginia on steroids. Like a lot of viewless ups and downs. And the views you do get are like fields. But it's a lot of woods walking. Beautiful woods. This has more of an alpine feel. But yeah, it's harder than Massachusetts, but not as hard as New Hampshire. And you don't go to Vermont for the views, you go for the woods. So it's been a great trip. It's been an absolute great trip. We're coming back on the trail, the AT. So like I said, half mile or 14 miles today into Hanover, finish Vermont, get a burger, contact the hostel, stay at the hostel. Tomorrow morning, the hostel shuttles me back to Hanover, and I catch a bus at Dartmouth College to the Boston Airport and fly home. So, that being said, and without any further ado, I give you the last day of the Appalachian Trail. It's kind of a cold, drizzly day. Still wearing both my my mid-weight and my rain shell. Don't feel the need to shut them a bit. It's nice though. You can kind of feel the hands tingle a little bit, but not to where it's bad. So no need for gloves yet. So I feel Vermont is definitely can be broken down into 3 different like stages when you're hiking it on the AT. The southern stage from Massachusetts border to Manchester Center. I think I may have said this already, but it's just like slopey, easy. Right now, nothing but mud puddles. Nothing to see, no views. Yeah, just kind of blah. Second stage is Manchester Center to Killington, the town of Killington. That stage is much more fun. It feels way more mountainous, a lot more just better climbing, still muddy in the beginning, but less muddy as you go. Then you got the payoff of the town of Killington. Yeah, it was a fun section. And then as soon as you leave there, you get up into northern Vermont, and there's virtually no mud. Trails are smooth as silk in the most spots. A little hard to find in others, but it's easy. It's just steep, and I don't know. Vermont has a little bit of everything. Does not have much in views, but everything else it has a lot of. So I don't know. I'd come back to explore more of Vermont. Come back to hike the upper portion of the long trail. Yeah, it's been a good trip. I enjoyed this state very much. got some trail magic. I left a cooler, some beers in it. I think I will take one because it's pretty cold. Ranger Joe Road, I think is what it's called, something like that. Moving on. So I've been seeing these like tubes for the past couple days, like in the woods, and I had no idea what they were. And it finally just hit me. I thought they were, at first they were some sort of like boundary markers, but now I realize they're sapping these trees for maple syrup. Yeah, these tubes are connected to like little taps in the tree. And I guess the sap just runs back downhill. Crazy. At least I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I'm just guessing. The only thing that makes sense to me. Wow. So that's how they get the sap out of so many trees at a time. Nice little spot for a pack off break for a snack. It's kind of cool looking at that for the southbounders, because this is only their, well, they've only passed one shelter since they've been in Vermont now. And that's one I'll pass later today. Nice little spot. We're about to go down the hill into West Hartford. I hear they might have free lunches at the libraries on weekdays. I'm not pressing my luck on anything, but I mean, that'd be cool. Right, we're coming out into West Hartford, Vermont. Can't remember the name of the road. Supposed to be a river, and I think an interstate we got crossed up here. Oh, a little road walk. Okie doke. I like Vermont road walks. This bridge, I can't remember what river it is. It might be the Connecticut River. I know that in the summertime, locals and AT hikers are known to jump off of it in the middle. No, thank you. I think I'll pass. It definitely looks deep enough, but I don't know which side they jump off of. But yeah, I don't think I'd ever be one doing that. Interstate I-84. And got one more to do later today too. That'll be the last one I ever do on the AT, because I did one interstate crossing up in New Hampshire around Lincoln, and there are none in Maine, and there's no more further in New Hampshire, so that means the one later today will be the last one. Not a big deal, but you don't have a whole lot of them out here, so they're kind of good waypoints. And no, I'm not going to your podunk town anymore. Podunk Road. Yeah, this podunk town. Nah, it's a nice town. Just didn't really have anything for me other than water. There's a Captain Stashes on the AT. There's a house right there on the main road in West Hartford. I don't know what other services he offers, but you walk around the back side of the house, there's a spigot. Fill up your water bottle. So I took advantage. Back to the woods. Next time we come out will be the last time we come out. What's the sign say? Give you an idea how far I had to go. Connecticut River is 8.7 miles. That's the state line. 8.7 miles left of Vermont. Elm Street will be Norwich when I come out of the woods. These mountains feel like they're getting grander the closer I get to New Hampshire. They don't just feel like hills anymore. We all know what's coming. This sign makes me happy. We're at the Happy Hill Shelter. The next shelter north I've stayed at before. Beginning of the White Mountain section. That's where I got stuck in a thunderstorm. Huh. Last shelter of Vermont. Let's go look at it. Have lunch. Get water. Leaving the Happy Hill Shelter. And this is it, guys. This is the home stretch. No more shelters in Vermont. Maybe one more water source. And within the next mile or two, I'm gonna be a 2,000 miler. I don't think I'm gonna put the little 2,000 mile sign on the ground or anything, but I'm gonna stop, take a break. Maybe, because it feels like the temperature just dropped like 10 degrees. It's freezing. Watch it. But yeah, this is the end of Vermont. From here on out, it's just hiking down to the Connecticut River where we cross it into New Hampshire. All right. See you at the 2,000 mile mark. Alright guys, my gut hooks app says I just passed the 1,746.1 mile marker going northbound. By doing all the math, subtracting, just adding on everything that I did up in Maine and New Hampshire, that means that where I just passed on trail is 2,000 miles hiked of the AT on my legs. So I'm officially a 2,000 miler. It's kind of a cool feeling. All right. And when I finish these next 5 miles up in Hanover, I'll be able to say I've hiked Georgia to Maine. That's pretty cool too. Yeah, these woods have been getting pretty much same old, this part of the state. Ever since, really ever since leaving my Cloud Run Road yesterday. They were pretty at the higher elevations, but now they're just like cutting in and out of the little, like tree valleys in the woods, like little tree gaps. Nothing too exciting. And I think about a mile ahead, the trees end altogether, and it's road walking into Norwich, Vermont, which is the last town of Vermont, and then we walk across the bridge into Hanover. So I think only another actual mile of hiking, and we have to walk on some concrete. So this is it. This is what the woods look like when you're getting ready to leave Vermont. This is it, coming out onto the road walk in Norwich, Vermont. This is the end of the woods, I think. They have a group that I just passed, they passed me, I passed them a couple times. They're apparently guided hikes for people in the area. The lady was guiding the hike, was a 2013 thru hiker, AT thru hiker. That was the year I started. Well, I like to think that I started. It's the year that I started at Springer Mountain with the other thru hikers. I only went a couple weeks before getting off and my section was done though. But anyways, road walk to Norwich, and I hear it's a long one, so here we go. Road walking. You can see there's 3 guys way up the road there. One of them leading the way is Odie Norman, who's the owner and starter of the Hiker Yearbook. And the one in the very back, trailing behind everyone, that's Nimblewill Nomad. So, trying to set the record for being the oldest person to ever through hike the AT, and he's flip-flopping. I thought I was going to see him. I thought I'd see him earlier. I was afraid I missed him. So I'm like, with 3 miles left in my hike. That was him. Didn't really talk, but just for a minute, just said hi and keep it up. But pretty cool. Just met Odie Norman and Nimblewill Nomad. This is the longest road walk I think I've done on the AT. I'm not complaining and I don't mind. It's kind of shocking after being in the woods for 11 days. Anyway, I think that final interstate crossing's right up here. Not only will I be done crossing interstates, but I'll be done with Vermont. And that's also the state line. So I'll get to the state line and see you again there. Passing under I-91, the final highway. Final interstate. Woo! Check that off my bucket list. There it is, guys. I can see it. There it is, way down there. A bridge. It's the Vermont, New Hampshire state line. Almost done. Boy, man. Oh, here it is. Look. Vermont, New Hampshire. Did it. I hiked across the entire state of Vermont. I did it. Alright guys, we did it. Building right across the street from me right there. Believe it or not, it's an Enterprise rent-a-car. I dropped the car off that I rented in Boston last time. Parked it right behind it and started walking that way towards the trail. So this Hostel that's going to pick me up tonight, they'll pick me up either at the Co-op, which is right by the trailhead, or the CVS, which is over here. So I'm going to explore my options. I just stopped and got a burrito at this little restaurant in Hanover. So I'm not really hungry, but I want to get some beer. So figure it out and let you know. Well, this is it. We're at the Hanover Adventure Tours Hostel. Getting ready to go to bed. Ordered some pizza. Got a shower. Did laundry. And I had a few beers. Plan is to get up in the morning, pack up, maybe get another shower, and leave. They're gonna drop me back off in Hanover. I'm gonna get there an hour or so ahead of time. Enough time to get a coffee. Before the bus leaves. The bus leaves at 10:40. Shuttle leaves here at 9, so I should have plenty enough time. And then just traveling all day tomorrow. Today's done. The trip is done. I'm a 2,000 miler. I've hiked Georgia to Maine. I'm sharing a damn hostel with Nimblewill, Nomad, and Odie. Craziness. Hope to talk to them, maybe get a picture with the two of them in the morning. That'd be kind of cool. Yep, tired, zonked out. It's almost, it's past 9, it's getting close to 10, so I'll go to bed, and I will catch back up with you in the morning. Good night. This is it. We're in Hanover, New Hampshire, on the Dartmouth College campus, waiting on the bus to take us to the Boston airport. Just had breakfast at Lou's. It's too packed. It took way too long to get a table, so I just got something to go. And there's an awesome little toy store next door called the Lemon Tree. I was gonna get some souvenirs for my kids, but they're supposed to open at 10 and waited till 10:15 and nobody showed up to open it, which sucks. So now maybe I have to get them something from the airport, but trip's over with. Just gotta make the voyage home. Dartmouth coach should be showing up within the next 10 minutes, and that'll be it. We're gonna head home. Stayed last night at the Hanover Adventure Tour Hostel. Nimblewill, Nomad, and Odie Norman were there with the Hiker Yearbook bus and Bama to Baxter Odyssey van that Nimblewill is traveling in. But yeah, it's cool. I got to hang out with Nimblewill, Nomad this morning, have coffee with him. Same with Odie. Got a picture with Nimblewill. Trail legend right there. 85 years old. Almost done through hiking the AT. He's only got about 300 miles left and all the hard parts are done. So go Nimblewill. All right, as soon as the bus shows up, on to the airport. Goes back into the woods in New Hampshire. It was nighttime last year when I was hiking in, right before I got hit by a thunderstorm. Yeah, here's the little convenience store. Right here's the trail. Right here you can see the double blaze on the telephone pole. There it goes. Right there. Hello there, everyone. It's been about a month since I've been back from Vermont, settling back into life as usual, back to work and back to the grind. I didn't really film a whole lot on the last day. I guess you saw I stayed at the Hanover Adventure Tours Hostel. They call it the Hat in Norwich, Vermont. It was an awesome stay. I got to meet Nimblewill, Nomad. I got my picture taken with him and everything. He just finished his thru hike a couple days ago, and he is now in the record books as being the oldest person to ever thru hike the Appalachian Trail. So congratulations, Nomad. You did it. It's a pleasure meeting you. But yeah, the hike was perfect. I can't believe how perfect everything played out on that hike. Like, the weather was mostly good. I mean, a little bit of rain, a little bit of mud here and there, lots of mud. But everything worked out. I mean, you know, Murphy's Law, Murphy stayed home, you know, so I'm just very happy. But, you know, like I said, I've been home about 4 weeks now. I'm editing my final video, which this little clip is going to go on. So hopefully I'll have that out by the end of the week. I'm getting ready for my final hike next year, getting in planning mode. I got a lot going on next year, not so much hiking wise, but I'm going to be training for a marathon, the Flying Pig, which is coming up May 1st. And then in July, I'm planning on to go back to Maine, back to Stratton, hike over the Bigelows and hike to Monson, get through the 100-mile wilderness, and all the way up to Katahdin and finish up. That'll be in July. Hopefully the weather's perfect. I got a couple people who are planning on going with me, 2, possibly 3. All 3 of them have hiked sections of the AT with me in the past, so it'll be awesome to have my boys back with me for this final leg of my adventure. So yeah, 2022 is going to be a great year. But it's starting to get cold out here in Cincinnati, and you know, the leaves are finally changing. The leaves here in Cincinnati are starting to look like they did in Vermont a month ago. So yeah, it took a while to catch up, but we're there. But anyway, that pretty much wraps it up for the year. And I want to thank you guys for following me and watching my hikes this year, both through Maine and Vermont. And hope you come back next year. Like and subscribe to the channel. That way you can be notified whenever I post new videos. You know, in spring I might go to the Red River Gorge and post some more videos from there or something. But yeah, that about does it for the year. So again, thanks for following me, and I will see you in 2022. Have happy holidays, everybody, and stay safe out there.